section. This one it is circular section. The neutral axis, this one it is neutral axis. Consider a small strip. Consider a small strip. Small strip. Its depth it is dy. It is distance from the neutral axis. This distance it will be y from the neutral axis. Okay. So this distance it is y from the neutral axis. Okay. So now depth of this strip it is dy. Just assume depth of it is dy. Okay. Consider, write down. Consider circular section of diameter d. Okay. Now consider a small strip. Now consider a small strip of depth dy at y distance from the neutral axis. At y distance from neutral axis. Okay, it is located y distance from the neutral axis. Okay. So now this one it is center of this. So shear stress equation so Q is equal to shear stress is equal to it is S into A into y bar divided by IB. Say y bar divided by IB. Okay. Say y bar divided by I. R into B. Okay. So yes, it is shear force of section. Yes, it is shear force of section. Yes, it is shear force of section. It is area of shaded portion. And y bar it is CG of shaded section. Okay. CG of shaded section. Shaded area. CG of shaded area. Okay. Then height is moment of inertia. Moment of inertia for circular section. Of circular section. Okay. Of circular section. And B it is width of shaded area. Okay. So this one it is width of shaded area. Okay. This one it is width of shaded area. It is B. Okay. This area it is B. So this area it is B. Okay. Shaded area portion. Okay. This area it is B. Okay. So now write down. So B it is, just first of all calculate B. So this one it is radius of section. Okay. Radius of circular section R. So we need to calculate B distance. This distance it will be half of B. Okay. So this distance B by 2. So this distance it is B by 2. Okay. So we need to calculate B by 2 distance. So B by 2 square. in bracket by Pythagoras theorem b by 2 square b by r square. First of all, Pythagoras theorem r square hypotenuse square r square is equal to b by 2 square in bracket b by 2 square b by 2 square plus y square plus y square plus y square. Okay, plus y square. Okay, plus y square. Okay, so r square is equal to y square plus b by 2 square. Okay, now b by 2 square is equal to in bracket b by 2 square is equal to b by 2 square is equal to r square minus y square. So this one it is r square minus y square minus y square minus y square. Okay, so b by 2 is equal to, it will be b by 2 is equal to root of r square minus y square. It will be root of so this one it will be root of r square minus y square r square minus y r square minus y r square minus y square. Then b is equal to, it will be width is equal to b is equal to, it will be 2 into root of r square minus y square. 2 into 2 into root of r square minus y square. It will be r square minus y minus y square minus y square. Okay, minus y square. So this one it is b is equal. Okay, so now moment of small strip is equal to it will be area into, so b into y into dy into dy. So b it is 2 into root of r square minus y square. Okay, so now so it will be brought down. So b it is 2 into y, so y it will be write down, then root of then root of then root of then root of r square minus y square r square r square r square minus y square r square minus y square r square minus y square into dy into dy into dy. Okay, so this one moment of small strip. So now moment of moment of whole strip whole strip whole strip about neutral axis it will be integration, it will be take integration. Okay, so moment of whole strip, it will be integration of y to r y to r y to r 2y root of 2y root of r square minus y square r square minus y square into d1 into d1, okay, into d1. Okay, so now we know that r square minus y square to r square minus y square, it will be b. Okay, so is equal to integration of r2 integration of y to r, sorry, first of all write down r square into y square into dy. So we know that we know that b is equal to 2 into root of r square minus y square, root of r square minus y root of r square minus y square of r square minus y square, r square minus y square, r square minus y square, squaring on both sides, squaring from both sides, squaring on both sides, squaring on both sides, squaring on both sides, squaring on both sides, till we get b square is equal to 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 4 into root of in bracket r square minus y square, r square minus y square, r square minus y square, r square minus y square. So differentiate on both sides, differentiate on both sides, differentiate on both sides. So here r it is constant and remaining all are values. So b square integration it is, sorry, differentiate with respect, differentiate on both sides. So b square differentiate it will be get b square into 2b into db is equal to, so 4 into, so r square it is constant, so minus y square it will be get minus 2y into dy into dy. Okay, so just simplify this equation. I will write down here. So 2b db 2b into db is equal to, so minus 8 y into dy, So y into dy is equal to, write down y into dy is equal to, 2 1 the 2, 2 2 4 the 8. So it will be minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4. So y dy is equal to minus 1 by 4 b into db, b into db, minus 1 by 4 y dy is equal to b into db 1 by 4. Okay. Put this value in this equation. Put this value this equation. Okay. Put this value in this equation. Okay. So y dy is equal to, it will be minus 1 by 4. Write down is equal to integration of r by y, integration of r by y, integration of r by y, r by y, r by y. So y dy it will be minus 1 by 4 b db, and r 2 r square y square it will be b into, first of all put r square minus r y square. 2r square y square, it will be b into y into dy, by into dy. Put all this value, convert it is in r to a, it will be a to r. So this equation, it will be, first of all, when y is equal to 0. So first of all, you put here y to r, y to r, y to r. So b into, so y, it will be how much? Y dy, it will be minus 1 by 4 in bracket, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4 into, minus 1 by 4 into b into db, b into db, b into db. So is equal to, just simplify this equation, y into r, integration of y to r, y to r. So here, first of all, take minus 1 by 4 common, take the common, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, integration of, integration of y to r, y to r, y to r. So b into dv, it will be b square, into dv, b square into dv, b square into dv, dv. Okay, b square into dv. When y, when r is equal to 0, and sorry, when y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and y is equal to 0, it will be get, sorry, when y is equal to, it will be r, when y is equal to r, so b, it will be get 0, b, it will be get 0 when y is equal to r. When y is equal to 0, when y is equal to y, so b, it will be get b value, b, it will be get b value. When y is equal to r, b, it will be get 0. Okay, put here in the integration, it is equal to integration of, so when y is equal to r, so b, it will be 0. When y is equal to r, then b is equal to 0. Just put this value. Okay, then put here, when y is equal to y, it will be b. Then y is equal to r, b, it will be 0. B, it will be 0. Okay, so this one, it is, first of all, write down this minus 1 by 4, 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 integration. When y is equal to r, b, it is 0. When y is equal to r, so b, it is 0. So when y is equal to y, so b, it will be value there. Okay, b, it will be value. So now b square into dv, b square into dv, b square into dv, dv. If it want to take, it will be positive value, convert it is in, I will resolve this part. If you want to convert it is in positive value, is equal to 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So integration of Can write the integration of b to 0. B to 0, it will be b square into db. B square into db. db. Okay. So is equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 4. 1 by 4. 1 by 4. So now b square integration, it will be b cube by 3. This one it will be b cube by 3. B cube by 3. B cube by 3. B cube by 3. It will be b to 0. B to 0. Sorry, this one it will be, first of all put b, then 0. Then 0. Okay. Okay. So y dy is equal to to be get sorry, y dy, it is not y by dy, it will be get now y dy is equal to b cube by 12. This value it will be b cube by 12. A y bar. This value it will be actually a y bar. A y bar is equal to a by y bar is equal to b cube by 12. This value it will be b cube by 12. B cube by 12. B cube by 12. B cube by 12. Okay. So now we know that Q max, maximum shear stress, maximum shear stress at neutral axis, at neutral axis, at neutral axis, comma, when y is equal to, it will be 0, and y it will be 0. Q is equal to, it will be S into A into y bar divided by IB, and S into A into y bar divided by IB, divided by IB, I into B, I into B. So S into AY bar, it will be B cube by 12. AY bar it will be B cube by 12. This value is B cube by 12. B cube divided by 12. B cube divided by 12 divided by IB, divided by IB, I into B. Okay. So it will be get cancelled. This it will be B square, and this B it will be get cancelled. So it will be get equation. It will be S into B square, S into B square divided by 12 IB, divided by 12 IB, 12 I into 12 I. Okay. Now B is equal to, we know that B is equal to, it will be what value B is equal to, it will be, we know that B is equal to, it will be, I will write down here, B is equal to 2 into root of r square minus y square, root of r square minus y square. Put this value, root of r square minus y square, root of r square minus y square, root of r square minus y square, root of r square minus y square. Okay. So this one it is B value. Okay. Put here B value, capital S into 2 2s are 4, 4 into in bracket r square minus y square in bracket r square minus y square, r square minus y square divided by 12 into 12 into, so moment of inertia it is pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. So it will be pi d raised to 4, pi into diameter, it will be capital D raised to 4 divided by 64 divided by 64. Okay, pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. 64. Okay, so just simplify this equation. S into 4 into in bracket r square minus y square, r square minus y square, r square minus y square divided by, so d is equal to, we know that d is equal to, it will be 2r, d is equal to, it will be 2r. Put this value here, 12 into in bracket pi into pi into, so r is equal to, it will be 2r, r is equal to, it will be 2r, so 2 into r raised to 4, 2 into r raised to 4 divided by 64 divided by 64 divided by 64. It will be simplify this equation again. Is equal to 4 into s into in bracket r square minus y square in bracket r square minus y square minus y square minus y square bracket close divided by 12 into pi 12 into pi 12 into pi 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 4, it is how much? 2 raised to 4, it will be 16 into r raised to 4 into r raised to 4 into r raised to 4 r raised to 4 divided by 64. Just simplify again this equation. Divided by 64 divided by 64. So this value is 16 on the 16 for the 64. Okay, so now we get final value 4 into capital S into in bracket r square in bracket r square minus y square minus y square minus y square y square divided by, so this one it is 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12. That will be 3 into pi r raised to 4, pi r raised to 4, pi r raised to 4, pi into r raised to 4. Okay, pi into r raised to 4. Okay, So when y is equal to 0, so maximum shear stress will be occur. Maximum shear stress will be occur. Okay. Put this value here in this equation. When y is equal to 0, it will be 4 into s into r square r square r square r square divided by 3 into pi r raised to 4 into r raised to 4 into r raised to 4 r raised to 4. So this r square, it will be get cancel, it will be get r square. Okay. So now simplify this final equation. 4 by 3 4 by 3 4 divided by 3 4 divided by 3 4 divided by 3 into s divided by pi r square. S divided by, it will be pi r square. Pi r square, it will be cross-sectional area of this circular section, that is A. Okay. Pi r square. Okay. Pi r square. We can write down Q max is equal to, it will be Q max is equal to Q max is equal to 4 by 3 Q average. 4 by 3 Q average. 4 by 3. Okay. So this one, it is S by A. Pi r square, it is cross-sectional area of this circular section, that is S by A. S by A. That is means 4 by 3 Q average. So we can say it will be 4 by 3 Q average. 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 So maximum shear stress is greater than 4 by 3 means it will be 1.33 is greater than 1.33 times of average shear stress for circular section for circular section Okay. So maximum shear stress is greater than 1.33 times of average shear stress of 1.33 times of average shear stress for circular section. This one, it is derivation for circular section. Okay.